Before we begin, please hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you don't miss a single one of our upcoming videos. Dwight Yoakam was born October 23, 1956, to Ruth Ann Tibb, a key punch operator, and David Yoakam, a gas station owner. He was born in Pikeville, Kentucky, but was raised in Columbus, Ohio, where he graduated from Northland High School in 1974. During his high school years, he took part in both the music and drama programs, having been cast in lead roles for the school's plays, including Charlie, Flowers, and Algernon. Dwight Yoakam sang and played guitar with local garage bands. He briefly attended The Ohio State University, but dropped out and moved to Los Angeles in 1977 with the intent of becoming a recording artist. On May 7, 2005, Ohio Valley University in Parkersburg, West Virginia, awarded and presented Yoakam with an honorary doctorate. When he began his career, Nashville was oriented towards pop, urban, cowboy music, and Yoakam's brand of hip, honky-tonk music was not considered marketable. Not making much headway in Nashville, Yoakam moved to Los Angeles and worked towards bringing his particular brand of new honky-tonk, or hillbilly music as he called it, forward into the 1980s, writing all his own songs and continuing to perform mostly outside of traditional country music channels. He did many shows in rock and punk rock clubs around Los Angeles, playing with roots rock or punk rock acts like the Blasters. Yoakam scored a small video hit with his version of their song Long White Cadillac, Los Lobos, and X. This helped him diversify his audience beyond the typical country music fans, and his authentic honky-tonk revivalism brought rock audiences closer to country music. Yoakam's recording debut was the self-financed EP Guitars, Cadillacs, etc., etc., on independent label Oak Records, produced by lead guitarist Pete Anderson. The record was later re-released by Reprise Records with several additional tracks as Yoakam's major label debut LP. The record hit the market during a sea change in country music. The urban cowboy music was out of style, and the neo-traditional music, based on classical styles such as Yoakam's honky-tonk-inspired music, was now in demand. The LP was a breakout hit and spawned his first two hit singles, Honky Tonk Man, a remake of Johnny Horton's song, and the title track Guitars, Cadillacs. His stylish video, Honky Tonk Man, was the first country music video played on MTV. The follow-up LP, Hillbilly Deluxe, was just as successful. His third LP, Buenas Noches from a Lonely Room, included his first number one, a duet with his musical idol Buck Owens, on Streets of Bakersfield. 1990's If There Was a Way was another bestseller, selling more than 2 million copies. It earned double platinum status in the United States and produced 5 top 50 singles. In 1993, Yoakam released his most successful album to date, this time which reached triple platinum status. Yoakam's song, Readin', Writin', Route 23, plays tribute to his childhood move from Kentucky and is named after a local expression describing the route that rural Kentuckians took to find a job outside of the coal mines. U.S. Route 23 runs north from Kentucky, through Columbus and Toledo, Ohio, and through the automotive centers of Michigan. Rather than the standard line that their elementary schools taught, the 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic, Kentuckians used to say that the 3 R's they learned were reading, writing, and Route 23, north. Johnny Cash once cited Yoakam as his favorite country singer. Chris Isaac called him as good a songwriter as ever put a pen to paper. Time dubbed him a Renaissance man. and Vanity Fair declared that Yoakam strides the divide between rock's lust and country's lament. Along with his bluegrass and honky-tonk roots, he has written or covered many Elvis Presley-style rockabilly songs, including his cover of Queen's Crazy Little Thing Called Love in 1999 and Presley's Suspicious Minds in 1992. He recorded a cover of The Clash's Train in Vain in 1997, a cover of the Grateful Dead song Truckin', as well as Cheap Trick's I Want You to Want Me. He has never been associated only with country music. On many early tours, he played with hardcore punk bands like Husker Du and played many shows around Los Angeles with roots, punk, rock, and roll acts. His middle period to later records saw him branching out to different styles, covering rock and roll, punk, 1960s, blue-based boogie like ZZ Top, and writing more adventurous songs like 1,000 Miles from Nowhere. In 2003, he provided background vocals on Warren Zevon's last album, The Wind. In 2000, Yoakam released Dwight Yoakam Acoustic.net, an album featuring solo acoustic versions of many of his hits. 2005 saw the release of Yoakam's well-reviewed album, Blame the Vein, on New West Records. He also released an album dedicated to Buck Owens, Dwight Sings Buck, on October 23, 2007. His duet with Michelle Branch, a song titled Long Goodbye, was released as a free download on her official website in early 2011. In July of 2011, Yoakam re-signed with Warner Brothers Nashville and announced plans to release a new album. Three Pairs was released on September 18, 2012, with 12 new tracks produced by him. It includes a collaboration with Beck. Three Pairs was released to resounding critical acclaim and earned him the highest charting debut of his career on the Billboard 200 and the Billboard Country Albums charts. Three Pairs reached number 1 on the Americana radio chart on October 29, 2012, and broke the 2012 record for most weeks at number 1 on Americana radio. By the end of 2012, it was named on annual Best of list by NPR, Rolling Stone, American Songwriters, AOL's The Boot, Entertainment Weekly, The Village Voice, and Rhapsody, and has been included in more critics' Best of 2012 lists than any other artist in the country genre. In June 2014, Rolling Stone ranked the song Guitars Cadillacs number 94 in their list of the 100 greatest country songs. In February 2015, Yoakam announced a new studio album titled Secondhand Heart and released on April 14th. In 2016, he supported the album by performing at the C2C Country to Country Festival in Europe. He performed at the Americana Music Honors and Awards, announcing that he was working on a new album of all bluegrass songs. The album, Swimming Pools, Movie Stars, was released in September 2016. Now, it was in 2018 that Yoakam embarked on the LSD tour with Lucinda Williams and Steve Earle. Yoakam has starred in many films, most notably as the ill-tempered, abusive live-in boyfriend in Sling Blade, 1996, as a psychopathic killer in Panic Room, 2002, as a police detective in The Minus Man, 1999. He appeared in a supporting role as Doc Miles, the doctor for Chev Chelos in Crank, 2006, and its sequel, Crank, High Voltage, 2009. In addition, he guest starred in the King of the Hill episode, 9 Pretty Darn Angry Men, as Lane Prattley. The episode also featured his frequent collaborator, Billy Bob Thornton. Yoakam had a cameo appearance in the 2005 comedy movie Wedding Crash. In 2006, he starred alongside Penelope Cruz and Salma Hayek in Bandidas. In 2008, he played Professor Phil in Four Christmases, starring Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon, and he appeared in Dirty Girl in 2010. He also appeared in The Last Rites of Ransom Pride, an independent 2010 Western that stars fellow country singer Chris Christopherson. Yoakam played a truck driver in the Wyoming crime thriller Red Rock West, 1993. He also played Brentwood Glasscock in The Newton Boys in 1998. In Terminator 2, Judgment Day, 1991, his song Guitars Cadillacs is playing in the background of the opening bar scene. He plays a prison warden in the 2017 film Logan Lucky. In 2000, Yoakam co-wrote, starred in, produced, and wrote the soundtrack for South of Heaven, West of Hell, also starring Vince Vaughn and Bridget Fonda. Some of the songs are included in the film Big Eden, which was released in 2000. Yoakam was featured in a recurring role as Bruce on the FX series Wilfred, but was replaced by William Baldwin in the show's fourth and final season. He also appeared in the second season of Under the Dome as Lyle Chumley, who runs the Chester's Mills barbershop. In 2016, Yoakam appeared in a supporting role on the Amazon original show Goliath, which stars Billy Bob Thornton. Now, Yoakam started his own food brand called Bakersfield Biscuits and has been available at retailers such as Walmart. On April 26, 2018, Sirius XM launched a new channel, Dwight Yoakam and the Bakersfield Beat. It features the music from Southern California that focused on and influences the Bakersfield sound. Yoakam began dating photographer Emily Joyce in late 2010. They became engaged in 2011 and married in a small ceremony in Santa Monica, California, in March 2020. Their son, Dalton Lauren Yoakam, was born on August 16, 2020. Okay, that's the end of our video. I sure hope you enjoyed it. If you like this type of video and want us to keep producing them, please like and subscribe. And as always, thank you very much for watching.